So, think it's starting soon. Apparently there's one viewer. To be honest, I don't believe the numbers in the YouTube dashboard anymore. You know, it is never correct. Usually it shows me 0 and then there's someone in the chat and I just think, excuse me? But yeah. Maybe it's myself. I don't know. But what I do know is that we are gonna start now. Or so, something like that. Yeah. On the 2nd, actually. Yeah. As I said, I rage quitted last week, I think. Let's switch gears about how we want to build this UI. Let's take a technology that originally was popularized in Rails, but it works essentially everywhere. It's something that's called, let's see, Hotwire Turbo. It's a small little library you can just include into your JavaScript project, preferably when it starts. And yeah, preferably when it starts. And yeah, it essentially makes it so the pages load minimally faster, starting from the 2nd page load. So what we are going to do is essentially add Hotwire Turbo via Yarn. So Yarn add Hotwired Turbo, like that. Then import this. Well, let's just do this real quick. UI. Like that. So, and let's run Turbo. We do not need this Weld project for now. That's essentially all we need. We also want style.scss. Are we ready to use SAS actually? Let's check. We are essentially not. Yarn add dash d SAS and SAS loader. But we can fix this real quick. So tests we want to check on. Ending with this. Use SAS loader followed by CSS loader. Let's do this like that. Yarn watch. That was quick. Let's see. Without HTTPS. 1000. Did Hotwire load? Scripts and body are evaluated during each page change. Okay. I get that you don't like this. Let's close this first. No, let's not do this. We want to use this. So let's change the default template. We want this bundle to be rendered here. Essentially immediately. Does it still come? No, it does not. Cool. So let's import another thing. If people want to, I don't want this actually. Is there nothing else than this? Yeah. Hotwire Turbo. You're shitting me. Hi. How are you? So, let's see. I don't want it to be. I have it as a package, but I'm not entirely happy because I also want the JavaScript. Well, whatever. So, I think that's it. This was essentially Hotwire. Let's add a little bit of styling to it and then make something for page loading. I have an idea for that. We want CSS extract plugin, as always, just like that. Quickly const mini CSS extract plugin equals require, like that. We want to have it, okay, wrong order. We want this first, and CSS is small in the in these things, and we want the sus loader. Actually, let's remove the sus loader. Also allow CSS files like that, and then we need the plugin mini CSS extract plugin. Yeah, scaling got much better. I'm scaling by just setting the UI scale to 300%. Problem solved. This crashed immediately. Cool. I see. Does this help? Does not. With two. Ah, there is a comma too much. That this wasn't a syntax error. Still. Rules 2.loader should be okay. Use. It did. Stuff. So let's import style as CSS like that. That should crash. Why? There's no CSS loader. This can be fixed. It ran. Let's reload. I should have this style tag here and this script tag exactly as desired. The next thing is allowing code splitting. So let's make a class pages, and we are gonna be interested in Hotwire function run, which then takes turbo dot how do I find out? So essentially document element object. Okay. So we want to have two functions. Let's think about the UI we want to have. We want to have page function. It should be function. It returns me. I promise. So the idea here is that we say export default async function. Page name doesn't take any attributes, and it returns an async function which is called to I grew bored of it and started a project I actually wanted to stream. So that's what I'm doing now. So code for page setup. Page tear down. This actually shouldn't be. This should, if possible, be instant. So like that. And I can't. So let's do this. So module is something that has a default and has a page function. So private current function destructor is so type page destructor is a function returning void, which is a page destructor. We initialize it to doing nothing. So async function on page load. We have two events. We have on page load and on page leave. In this case, we run the current destructor, set the current destructor to an empty thing, and on page loads. We first element by ID. Page name. So we want these to be loaded pages is a map which takes a string and returns a page function. Known pages is a map returning a string, but it has a function returning a promise of a page module. Let's set them at start. Do I need to change what? Okay, I think the ts-config is not happy. That is it happy now? It is. So I can just set new map. Now new map. Easy enough. Public function. These are private. That one is also private. Add module. Name is a string. Loader is a function returning a promise page module. Okay, this is one too many, and I think the function is set. Loaded pages can be deleted like that. So on page load, link a link meta element or null if it's null, do nothing. Let's do this. If not let's start with that with this. So actually just return next part. This is also a guard clause. As value. Then quick part this dot load get value, run it, this dot current destructor, return, otherwise this dot has value, if not, otherwise we don't do anything again. Otherwise we now switch gears to async, run it, catch console.log, actually .error, and within this we can now say it must be const default this dot loaded pages dot set name, quickly do this, and this dot current destructor equals. Now first step is this dot on page load. We want this to be run always. So, and now let's bind to turbo dot before visit. For visit we want to on page leave, run destroy, actually yeah, let's run start instead, then we don't have to implement destroy, and instead can just call this dot on page leave. Next step, we want after the visit we want on page load. actually. The cache location. So we want it to be at render. I see. So we want this actually to be before render. And this we want to be loaded at render. So on the cache location, it runs this twice. This allows me to make this part async actually. This is interesting. So I can do this. I can do promise.resolve. This on top must be promise.resolve also. But this can now be async. Actually, let's make a small helper function. So we have this event. And during this event, the first thing we want to do in before render and we want to await this. Is to await on page leave. Pausing rendering. So I can do this, okay. So I can make event.prevent defaults detail.resume. Try finally some events. Let's make it a custom event like that. Resume done. Can we interesting? Yeah. Let's put this into this page list. We need to export this. Export default. This main page.ts page list.add Let's call it add. This is a nicer name. Like that. Let's export default async function. Main. Return async. Log leaving. Console log entering. Like this. Main page. Doesn't like what I did. Okay, why doesn't it like it? So this is this is an async function. I don't want it to be an async function, and suddenly it works. And after we have these registrations, we start both of them in this order. I see this thing didn't like anything. Let's restart it, see if it still can. DOM next. How is it called? It's called lib. Okay. Lib DOM. Yes, next. Yes, 6. Yes, 6. Let's see if this worked. Yes, next. Yeah, that can be done. Let's see if this helps. Oh, it's not assignable to string in line 40. Why can't it find name? This loaded. Let's see what the debugger said. Nothing. Of course, it did not say anything. Meta ID value. It must be main page. And ID is tracking doesn't work. Ah, yeah, okay. That was too much for this guy. Let's restart the tracking. Hide. Properties. No, not this page. This one. And it works again. What was the ID again? What was the ID again? Let's add a second thing. Actually, we will do something about that. We need... Does cid-chan still exist? It does! I'm impressed. Cool project, by the way, this Django cid-chan. We are going to use Django cid-chan. I'm gonna be adding it probably tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, next stream. Tomorrow, not tomorrow. On Sunday. First, what was it again? The thing was called page name. Okay, why didn't this work? Let's debug it. I'm not entirely happy about this. I want source maps. Dev tool. So I see, okay. Let's watch it crash. Okay. Done. And now we have a source map. I care about this. Reload. Let's jump into this. Element is null. Okay. Page name is null. Why? Okay. Continue. I've seen enough. Why? Okay. Event listener. Load. I want to run this. Let's reload. Let's see if something is happens. Let's put one on this page load. It never fires. Okay. Why are you not firing? So let's see if it's being run. It is not being run. Snap on load. Okay, let's try again. It paused on the breakpoint. This time I got this. What is value? It's main page. Done. It worked. Let's test this part. Don't think we need those anymore. Entering, leaving, entering. Cool. So essentially what I did is that there is a JavaScript now here which listens on this meta attribute, and every time this meta attribute is every time the new page is loaded, this meta attribute is getting passed, and this one then causes this JavaScript file to be loaded from the server. So what essentially happens real quick is that this file is loaded first, and only if it is needed. And yeah, now we want to hide the latency from Turbo. So what we are going to do is catch console.error, const turbo equals import hotwire turbo, and we need to await it. And we want to run turbo.start. So now we want to prevent turbo from being loaded immediately. This is very easy on fortunately. And this ensures that the initial bundle is really small. Like, that's the whole bundle. It only loads a Java. It's essentially this page class I did and loading additional JavaScript. And yeah, that should make it far quicker. Webpack prefetch. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay. Cool. So all control over preload, for example. Script. I see. Yeah. Let me guess, if I do this, prefetches are not gonna be added. It wasn't. Oh well. Sad. But I think this is where I wanted to end today. I added Hotwire Turbo and made it so that I can use it within those templates. So on Sunday we are going to continue on the actual website templates, do some stuff here. I have some ideas what you can do there. And yeah, let's see what we can do here. So I think I'm gonna be ending the stream now. So it's a short stream, I know. I know that I'm relatively tired in the evenings. So I usually do short streams there, and on the weekends I'm doing a long stream where I accomplished a set of things. Like next week, where we actually show a user and their comments. That's essentially what I'm planning to do. So good night. And good night.